Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this Friday. Well, it was quite the cool day yesterday. We had the overcast skies, dry for most of the day. Hopefully you were able to get outside to enjoy it, take advantage of it. It's not going to be this cool for a while. It may not be this cool until September at the earliest. Who knows? But it was quite the relief from the extreme heat that we've had and what we will definitely be getting into as we head into the weekend and next week. Meanwhile, taking a look at our rainfall totals from yesterday, got over an inch for Manhattan and Billard Airport, but less than an inch at Forbes, more than 3 inches in Lawrence, and more than 2 inches in Kansas City. Emporia's rain gauge, for whatever reason, wasn't working, but you'll notice that most areas for rain this week, where the bulk of it did fall last night, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, exceeded an inch for most areas. And of course, that area of concern where you see the purple colors and even some yellow showing up, that indicates at least 3 inches. And of course, that yellow just south of Kansas City, 7-8 inches. In the Emporia area, which for some reason didn't the register with the rain gauge, is in the blue, so generally around 1 to 2 inches. I'll show you the graphic here in just a second of what the radar was estimating here. And you can see across the state had another area of heavy rainfall south of Wichita in south central Kansas, just to the northwest of that I-35 icon. So generally speaking, most of the state has had quite a bit of rain. That may be it for meaningful rainfall for the rest of the month. Yes, we could get some locally heavy rainfall in some spots, but widespread rain like that, not going to happen for the rest of the month. I'm generally saying about 1.5 inches in Emporia. Obviously, that is not an official total at the airport, but it's about what the radar estimated. So just think of it as 1.5 inches more. We're still behind for rainfall, and we're going to end up being behind for the month. So the forecast that was issued for the month early in the month on the 1st, with probability of below average precipitation, looks to hold. Because even though we've had several opportunities of at least low chances for pop-up showers and thunderstorms on numerous days, it really hasn't been very widespread. Most areas have remained dry. So that's going to be the case both today and through the weekend too. I'm going to hold on to at least a low chance of rain. It's not a 0% chance, it's a very low chance, that you just need to be aware that the possibility exists. But most likely it stays dry. Upper 80s and low 90s today. Supercast shows it'll be mostly cloudy. No chance of any rain, at least according to that model. Our other model does indicate a little bit better chance of rain. I'm not going to show it because I don't really think that it's going to be fairly accurate. But you can see this is the other computer model. It's still showing some rain by this evening. I just don't see it. Most models do keep us dry. But I'll show it to you at least for tonight into tomorrow. And of course, into Sunday, there's a few clouds here and there, generally mostly sunny, maybe a passing shower or thunderstorm at times. Nothing to be too worried about as far as having to cancel any outdoor plans. Now, if you are going to be outside, especially this weekend or at all next week, you need to make sure you're staying hydrated and need to make sure you're taking breaks when needed. Do not take this lightly. You have to make sure that you are taking this seriously. Heat is the number one weather-related killer, more than anything else, more than tornadoes, more than floods, more than lightning, more than anything else. Heat. Please take it seriously. I did cool us down just a little bit, but that's not a guarantee. One of our computer models is indicating just slightly cooler temperatures. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still going to be very, very hot. It's just going to be not extreme. It may not be necessarily a lot of triple-digit heat, but definitely upper 90s. So that's really the only difference. And we're in the red for our temperature forecast and extended, which means probability above average temperatures. And we are in the brown for precipitation, which is not good, which means if you're wanting more rain anytime soon, it's not going to happen. So heat, that's going to be the big weather story as we round out the month of July. You'll notice that excessive heat, the darker the color, the higher the risk and the higher the probability. So we're kind of right on that western edge of that highest probability. It's going to be hot for the rest of the July. So today, it's still going to be way hotter than yesterday, relatively speaking. But when then you're focusing on what's going to happen between this weekend and all of next week, it's still going to be cool. But stay hydrated. Have a great day. Don't be surprised if a passing shower or even a thunderstorm that may come with a brief hail or strong wind gusts with it. Just be mindful of that. The threat does exist at times as we head into today, tonight, and maybe a little bit over the weekend, but not to the extent where I'm going to put it in the official 8-day forecast, because most areas will stay dry, and I won't be surprised that everyone stay dry. It's just a very, very low chance. Have a great day.